Welcome back. Today we're going to read another book. And again, this one is both illustrated and written by Leo Leone with permission from Dragonfly Books. And its title is Pezzenttino. And the Z is pronounced as an S. It's an Italian word that means little piece. His name was Pezzenttino. All the others were big and did daring and wonderful things. He was small and surely must be a little piece of somebody else. He often wondered whose little piece he could be, and one day he decided to find out. "Excuse me," he asked the one who runs, "am I perhaps your little piece?" "How could I possibly run if I had a piece missing?" said the one who runs, somewhat surprised. "Am I your little piece?" he asked the strong one. "How could I be strong if I had a piece missing?" was the answer. And when the swimming one came up to the surface, Pezzenttino asked him too. "How could I swim if I had a piece missing?" answered the swimming one, and he dove back into the deep water. "You up there!" shouted Pezzenttino as he climbed toward the one on the mountain. "Am I a little piece of yours?" The one on the mountain laughed. "Do you think I could climb mountains if I had a piece missing?" Pezzenttino asked the flying one too, but the answer was always the same. Finally, Pezzenttino went to the wise one who lived in a cave. "Wise one," he said, "am I a little piece of yours?" "Do you think I could be wise if I had a little piece missing?" answered the wise one. "I must be someone's little piece," Pezzenttino cried out. "How can I find out?" "Go to the island of Wham," asked the wise one. Early the next morning, Pezzenttino took off in his little boat. After a rough trip on the high sea, he arrived wet and tired on the island of Wham. How strange! The island was nothing but heaps of pebbles. Not a tree, not a blade of grass, and above all, not a single living creature. Pezzenttino climbed up and down, until finally exhausted, he tripped, tumbled down, and broke into lots of little pieces. The wise one had been right. Pezzenttino now knew that he too, like all the others, were made of little pieces. He picked himself up, and when he was sure there was not a single little piece missing, he ran back to his boat. He rowed all night to get home as fast as he could. All his friends were waiting for him. "I am myself," he shouted, full of joy. His friends didn't quite understand what he meant, but Pezzenttino seemed happy, and so they were happy too. The